What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming, and we're back with the Eternal Empire, our attempts to bring the entirety of the old world under the control of the forces of order. Now, this is my second chance to go through all this, so yeah, we had a little bit of a crash issue, so I'm going to do an auto-resolve battle that's against our rules now. Well, a couple of them, just to catch me up to where we were, because, yeah, we got lots to do today. So Jason Nussbacker, we are going to put into march stance and get him over here, because we have Samuel Doomheimer coming in, and it's not great. Marius Leitdorf. This is the auto-resolve battle. We had just fought it. I was only a few minutes in, thankfully. So we'll auto-resolve that, knock it out of the way. Put you back into in camp stance, get Franz, and take this. And now we are back to where I was pre that. So, yeah, unfortunately, it happens, but it is what it is. So for Franz, let's go in, and I think I got him Devastating Charge. No, I got him the Market Hish last time, but Devastating Charge, we'll finish that line off. He doesn't really need magical defense. And our Wizard can get another rank of Mentor, and another rank in Steel Technology. And our Engineer is almost up to the point where he can start making good decisions for people, but we'll get him 2 points in Fleet-Footed, get that line finished off. Marius Leitdorf, he has another point in Blade Shield and then Deadly Onslaught. And our good captain here, I think all he has right now is Hard to Hit left to do, and Indomitable. So he's going to get his leadership and everything up. And Elspeth we had put up here. Sorry, this is actually catching us up still. We're going to encircle the Burning Monolith. And we're going to wait. Archaon the Everchosen is right there, so kind of a big deal. And we'll take one more turn of attrition on our Master Engineer that is Static Lore. And then we'll drop him into a camp stance next turn to get back any losses he had and to back up Elspeth. Now, Lebs, we had gone over to fast movement and got him on the water so he can come over to Albion and help PC the Sound Knight if he needs to. And we were looking at taking on this fight here. A bunch of trolls, some dragon ogres, no Shaggoths, thankfully.
What does the Emperor bid?
So we're going to pop over to battle stance. And for some reason, we cannot get to Nakari. But we can go after Bel'akor. And as much as I would like to say, oh, it's against another lord, it's just beating up Bel'akor. It's just him. So we'll eliminate Bel'akor from the map.
I will marshal the band.
And that'll get him Bel'akor. And that didn't get levels for anybody, but then we'll go and fight Nakari. And that'll get our settlement garrison involved as well, even though the garrison's not the greatest. But this is the fight we're going to go into. It's where we were up to. I'm trying to do this within a limited time frame for recording today. So let's get this done. Let's destroy all the chaos forces and have some fun while we do so. This is the first time we get to try these steam tanks with volley guns. And a nice narrow passage coming through where all of our artillery and steam tanks can do a shit ton of damage. Though we are going to be moving our reinforcements behind us. So, well, we don't want Nakari and his troops to deal with the very vastly underwhelming forces. Maybe we do. It's just a settlement garrison, so... It's a little bit callous, but we'll leave them there. And we'll get our steam tanks on either side, our cannons and our hellblasters, or hellstorms I should say, set up in a place where we can just do whatever we want. Line of greatswords to defend, our Demogryph Knights to hit from the flanks, and our Hawkland long rifles to do our basic long rifling. And our Amethyst Wizard to go in and drop some big pie plates on them. There's an old term that old school Warhammer 40k and fantasy players will recognize. Hopefully, anyway. So, we're going to be getting rid of Nakari, and this will get PC 2 legendary skills, because he just defeated Bel'akor for Bell of the Ball. And I don't remember what Nakari's is, but I remember it being decent. So let's just get everything locked up. Our greatswords, we will slide across as much of this as we can. We want the cavalry to be on this side because that's where the trolls are. Not too worried about the Slaneshi harlots. We'll put PC on this side, our captain here. Our engineer is going to be going right there, so his aura covers pretty much everything we need. Cannons and hellblasters. Now, for our steam tanks with volley guns, we're going to put them here, and then we're going to angle them in as we go. I think that's pretty much everything on our side of the field, and we are going to leave these guys back here. They'll deploy in 2 minutes. Our Amethyst Wizard is on a Pegasus, so we can use him to get this battle started right away. These guys might be getting hit by artillery here pretty quick. And let's move our Hellblaster volley gun steam tanks there. And let's get Nikari hit up. And we'll pause real quick. We'll countercharge each one of these. Make sure our captain's involved so we can get in there. PC, we need you to get out here so you can countercharge Nikari in the flank. That was stupidly a bad place for our Hellblasters, or Hellstorms. I always forget, or get those two mixed up. Get you to beat down Nikari. I think our rockets are hitting ourselves, which is not a great thing. Which knightly unit needs it more? Those guys. And let's charge our great swords into combat here. Get into the fight. Our wizard is retreating. But I think that's done it. Just got to deal with the spawn, because they are unbreakable. And there we go. We'll just speed it up and see if our Hellblasters or rocket batteries or anything can get a little bit more in. That looks like about it. Decisive victory. We did lose a few too many soldiers, mostly because our rockets were hitting our own troops. Gotta love forests, gotta love hills. But we'll deal with that as we go. 75 losses, mostly from those 2 units, is what it is. The steam tanks with volley guns, though, did pretty well. Didn't really get to focus on them too much while we were dealing with everything else, but that's always nice. And our wizard did his job, so maybe everybody in there will get to level up. And if they do, then we can just get them ready to go take the main place on Albion. Can't remember what it's called. And we're going to take the reinforcements, get our troops back up. And we get character experience, faction-wide, and speed for Tyrion owes me. And he just got an Imperial Pegasus.
This will bolster the nation.
So we'll get him into a camp stance because he's hurt. Well, his army is hurt. We get Imperial training, which leads to his own personal abilities, or drill instructor and all of this, which leads to him leading an army. Cavalry. Yeah, let's get drill instructor. I like it more overall. But we're going to go into his details real quick and go to our ancillaries. We have lots. We have Wailing Banner And a banner of eternal flame and a gleaming pendant. Well, looks like we've filled out our allotment here. That's fine. But for magic items, we haven't inspected this recently. If we go with the Helm of Discord, we got a couple of those. Fuse them up. We have a lot of arcane items that can get fused into better stuff. This is a good way to get rid of all the junk and possibly get something decent out of it. Like I said, we have lots of junk in here that's not being used. We got the Armor of Destiny, which PC's already wearing. Got an Ogre Blade. Hopefully we can get something better for that. We can just use a couple of weapons. Oh, the Mace of Haestrom. Give him that. Upgrade him. So we're looking at talismans next. What we got for talismans? We got enchanted items, which are fine. And let's fuse a bunch of those. Ideally, I'd be doing this when nobody is watching, because then it wouldn't be too bad. But we can fuse those. Father of Blades is pretty decent. Scroll of Leeching is alright. If we combine these two, we might be able to get another decent blue. Hunter's Talon. Gives you the Amber Spear as a bound spell, which is nice. Just getting rid of all this stuff is going to take forever. There's an ass bow. So I think we'll leave it there. We got him a better weapon anyway, and it's going to be a whole bunch of, you got these pieces of equipment. So we'll be able to deal with Concata and then maybe the Citadel of Lead. It depends on what Bretonnia does here. Volkmar, we are going to pull you in here. You are in March stance, so we'll pull you in tight. And that'll be fine there. And we do have the forces down here that are getting ready to go after
What does the Emperor bid?
some Orc and Goblin territory.
We march. The nation calls. War calls.
Boris Todbringer can take that. No Lord, so we can just auto-resolve it. And that breaks up their power base down here.
It is time.
And we can get a Cult of Sigmar going. Now we'll level them up. Cloud himself is getting another point in Scarred Veteran.
Yes.
Boris and his entire army got leveled up. So that's good. Devastating Charge. We got a Pyromancer ready to go. I think he's on to the lower tier things. Yes, we got boost income. It's not as exciting once your wizards are all leveled up. And Deadly Blade and other things there. And our Witch Hunter in this group, Eduardo himself. Cornered Rat, give him some more leadership. And the Warrior Priest. You can finally get Benediction, which is awesome. Got a lot of heroes in his army.
Ready.
I like the heroes, though. Get some more hit points for Cloud's Warrior Priest.
Is for the best.
Now, Marcus Wolfheart, I'm not wanting to move him just yet. He's got 17 out of the 20 units available to him. If you get him a Warrior Priest, that would definitely help. And he'll start off with a bunch of points, so max out his replenishment. Margahish, Passioned, Soulfire, Conviction, Faith Bastion, and some hit points. That's going to be Corin, Alderman. There we go. Marcus, you're going to wait. And Jorah Grimm, the guy that's basically boosting our income all over the place. Just going to sit there.
Praise be to Sigmar.
Alright. He's actually pulled back off of our shores. So, Adamar Leiskin, we can pull you back? Is that what we want to do? Yeah, he's pulled back from Pack Ice Bay, so we don't need to worry about it there. We will eventually be going back to war with the World Walkers.
Ever onward.
So he's got muddled minds right now, but we'll move him up here anyway. If they come at us, we should be able to fight it off with this, especially since he's got Knights of the Everlasting Light, which is great. Bernhardt Weber, he's an Empire Captain, so get Scarred Veteran. Oh, that's PCs, and our Engineer, get him Scarred Veteran. Hate it when my troops are dying off. Now Beckhofen, we can upgrade, and we'll leave the 5 grand, so when we have the 10 grand next turn, we can go over to some of our capital buildings, our main capital buildings, because Nuln's maxed out. But we're working on Altdorf, and it's got a bunch of stuff, so let's go with the port to get more growth and money. It's got growth, level 5, level 2, level 2, level 2. So, yeah, once we have money, we'll start upgrading all of, like, the little places. We'll let the other nations go and see how it works out. It's been a lot for a single turn. Almost 15 minutes just on a single turn. It's not bad, though. We had some good fights in it. Watching Akari get wasted was awesome. We just have to focus down on getting rid of all of the stragglers that are around us. I consider that to be like Bel'akor's army and that sort of stuff. We're not joining the war against the World Walkers just yet. Need to hold off on that, Lewin. A valiant defeat is Adamar Leakinson. Well, this has got one of our lords in it, so let's see if we can hold on to a valiant defeat or get a small win out of it. If we can hold back and just shoot and let our knights do the talking on the side, that would be great. He does have an Amethyst Hellstorm, but I don't care if we lose this army. It just means more income per turn. Marauder Champions. They have 1 unit of Marauder Champions. You guys are just not quite good enough to be Chaos Warriors, are you? Alright. The Horse Masters are the only ones that are really scaring me right now. Hopefully Adamar can hold the line. If we can sit here and shoot them down, it'd be great. And of course, there's a giant forest in our way. We have no place that we can set up that has completely clear lines of sight.
Our weapons are yours.
Set up our great swords there.
Ready for war.
Hawkland long rifles, we'll set up there.
We serve friends.
Set you guys up in the woods, set you up right out front.
Mortar.
Set you guys up there. I don't think they can see our troops in the woods just yet.
Without delay.
Alright, let's pause real quick. Get you guys to charge one of these units each.
Awaiting orders. As you say. It is an honor. Quickly now.
It's the wolves I want you to deal with.
Hand gunners.
Our rocket batteries are hitting our Hawkland long rifles again. Alright, let's get the offensive a little bit here. Let our greatswords do the charging for a change. I actually want to charge them in like that. Leave this flank open, but that's fine. Actually, we'll charge you there. One unit of knights can go there. One unit can charge in there. Actually, we have a clear shot right through. There's our artillery being hit, so I think that's where we lose this fight.
Of the Empire.
If we get him back into it, might help us out.
Our steeds are restless. Very well. Withdraw! Yes, sir. Quickly.
At this point, it's just basically turning into a slog to see who can beat up who the most. It would have helped if we would have had our other set of greatswords coming back. Didn't wipe out any full units in our army. But we did do a lot of damage to them. Didn't lose the Amethyst Hellstorm either. We weren't in march stance, so we should be able to retreat from that. Lost half our number, mostly our gunners and our knights. But we killed way more of them, and they're down to way less odds. If we have to fight that battle again, shouldn't be too bad on us, all things considered. Alright, so we got a lot of things to go over. Let's go to our research first. Well, we've got all of the things in there that we want. Let's start getting more of our cavalry training done.
Those Drementfh must envy our invention.
Oh, that's not... We want this whole area. But Thorium is going to get it. Split these armies up.
Empire. What does the Emperor bid?
No enemy lord, we can just take it. Get that built. We'll build a cavalry spot and a Temple of Sigmar. I don't know where that orcish army disappeared to. Let's see if we can divert him down to Bitter Bay. Because we don't need to take Bitter Bay itself to hold on to, but I do want to keep the entire area around the Fortress of Thorag under our control. Didn't want to do that. Let's go to the next army on the list, which is Elspeth. If Static Lore goes into camp stance.
I foresee.
And this should be the final, absolute final version of all Chaos Dwarves dealt with. They have a couple of blunderbusses in there, but we'll fight this out, and if this is the end of the Chaos Dwarves, I will be happy. It will be a major victory for us over the Dawizar, and it should be fine. We only have the one Hell Blaster in here, but that's okay. This is a very, very weird-looking city if you look at it from a certain angle. We'll be able to send our cavalry and the beefcake that is on a demogryph into a different section. Ulrika can do some damage. They've mostly got orc laborers and a few chaos dwarves. We can outshoot them, we can outfight them. Won't be too hard. We will deal with them as we come, and it'll be nice. I do like the description of Ulrika, though. Remains loyal to humanity, to death and far beyond. the way it's worded, kind of sounds like she's loyal to humanity and to death. So she's loyal to killing humans? No. No, she's more of a lethal protector sort. In the fact that she kills bad guys. Alright, let's get everything grouped up and ready to go.
Form up! Handgunners! We are Sigmar's heirs! Coalesce! We are ready!
Alright, Bruckner, let's get you over here, because we're going to want you to charge in quickly from the side.
Great swords!
Our great swords are going to go through as best they can. Amethyst iron sides as well.
Missiles will fly!
That's fine. Our artillery
Engineer.
train is fine.
Fangs bang! Elspeth von Draken, forthwith!
Alright, let's pause real quick. And wow, they assembled a lot of enemies over here. I don't know if we'll be charging our troops through that entrance after all. If they keep things distracted for us, that could be fine and dandy. Our cannons and our hellblasters have range, so we'll let them do their thing.
Mage of Death!
And we'll start dropping these onto people who need it.
All will need more in time. By the amethyst wind!
Formation! March!
Alright, that's a couple of units all dealt with.
Just another killer!
The blunderbusses are exposed, but they also got chaos dwarfs there. Oh, there's the rocket. Hit our artillery train.
Wizardess of Nuln.
Completely destroyed one of our cannons. Not the greatest thing to happen. Let's send these great swords after individual units to see what we can do. Let's get them moving, get them into the fight.
Strength of arms! Reaper, go!
Then we'll pull them back after we messed up the unit of blunderbusses.
Onwards, you beast!
War, yes! Elspeth von Draken.
Start sending Elspeth this way to deal with some of those Chaos Dwarf units.
Sigmar commands!
Oh, there's another strike that hit our great swords.
Go! Capturing that point is a victory, if minor. Spread your wings.
And Bruckner, we're gonna get your units moving around there. And our reinforcements under static lore have shown up.
Master engineer!
So let's see where they can get to right now. Looks like all of his infantry there, because he doesn't have a lot. Send your infantry quickly in, along with a captain to deal with that. And the entirety of your artillery firepower can go there. The knights moving as well. Steam tank, we can have face that direction. The land ship, we can have face up here. The cannon, get right here.
Spirita of Shaiish. As Buna fell, I called doom upon them.
Since they were kind enough to start moving all these units over here.
All will meet more in time. Onwards, Encarmine.
Executioner of Noun.
Hobgoblin cutthroats are no match for them.
Our weapons are yours.
So let's send all of you in that way.
To battle! No lingering!
Let's actually get our artillery moving.
Understood!
So if that Hellstorm can get up here,
Understood!
you can get up.
My Carmine hungers.
Titan headsman! Take them!
Orc laborers shouldn't be too bad, and Elspeth's dragon should be able to handle some Hobgoblin archers. I don't want those Chaos Dwarf warriors getting too involved. That's not what I wanted to do.
To the skies! Into the winds!
And out of everything that I forgot to move, not we. Getting static in motion.
I speak, you act. To battle! Standing by for the Warhammer! Great swords! For Heldenhammer! To battle! At speed! Great swords! Prepare for combat!
Those Chaos Dwarf warriors are not doing well.
The graveyard grows. Writhing amethyst wind.
Bruckner's unit is doing fairly well, though. I wouldn't expect much less from him.
Go for the throat! Missile infantry! Take position! Adjusting elevation! For Heldenhammer!
Essentially, at this point, if we can get into the center of the city, we can win. Hands down. Let's get that last breath weapon going.
Shadows at my call.
Just another killer! No!
The Dark Lady of Rome.
Drop a Purple Son of Xerxes over there.
Great
Alright, one of you guys can go deal with those Chaos Dwarf warriors.
ready for war! Prepare for
Two of you can go fight that.
We are Sigmar's heirs! Great swords! Take the ground! What do you bid? Moving now! Ready to serve!
And it is 7 that has their units.
Quickly! Take position! Quick march!
Having to fight over this much of a range is kind of distressing.
Ulrika! To the fray!
Let's see if we can get her a few more kills in here.
They walk beneath our shadow.
And that's the victory we were looking for. Decisive victory. This should be the end of the Chaos Dwarves in general. We lost 188 soldiers, left us with 666, ironically. They lost far, far more. Though losing a full unit of cannons, kinda terrible. If we take this over and can afford it, we can get another Amethyst Hellblaster or Hellstorm rocket battery, though. And that would be amazing. I mean, a lot of the forces we killed there were just orc laborers, which kinda sucks. I hate fighting slave armies. Which is why early Chaos Dwarves, Skavens, all that sort of shit, they're morally ambiguous to fight them. We will occupy up there, give us a place up north, and we will put a Temple of Sigmar. She got Astragon. Lots more items. Trickster's Helm, which helps. Was that the end of the Chaos Dwarves, or do they have an army out there or something? I think they only had the one... Oh, they have 2 more settlements off this way. So this was just them holding a spot.
Elspeth von Draken.
Alright, our good Furix. Let's get him to Market Hish. We'll have to go through a whole bunch of that in a minute anyway.
Prince and Emperor.
You're almost to the point where you can start doing a lot of stuff for us. So they did exactly what I was hoping, and they pulled back. Now, the Frozen Landing...
Praise Sigmar.
His army
What fool dares touch
has some
me?
Centaurs in it of Tzeentch.
By the comet, to strengthen the Empire. By Sigmar's right. This will bolster the nation.
Because we're probably going to lose Frozen Landing, which, you know what? Fair.
Yes, a sound plan.
Like the motherland, our friend.
Alright. And then France.
Bring me to my men.
The temptation is to go around the mountains this way, but we should probably come down here.
To the provinces. To battle.
No, leaving Marius Lightdorf all the way behind.
It is for the best. By Sigmar's right.
Just want to keep your reinforcement army right next to you.
Champion of the faith.
Alright, Lebs, you've got the special heroes, so let's get Templar, because we can. And for Kalara, she's got pretty much all the stuff that we want her to have where she is.
Here to serve. I will go.
Send him there.
Yes, my lord.
Amethyst Wizard is immortal now, which is awesome. We'll get the fate of Punja.
It is time. By Sigmar's right.
And we'll begin sieging Konkata. Now he's got Golgest Kull there. We'll start the siege.
To war!
But we won't finish it this turn, I don't think. And we'll give the banners to his Demigryph Knights. And we'll continue that
This will
siege.
bolster the nation.
Volkmar the Grim.
Will. It is done.
One more turn and you can go fight for Caracas-Ghazal. Asgal.
Ship is all.
Oh, Marcus Wolfhard, let's grab
There is power within a time to heal.
your hero. Do you have that one army right
Marcus
there? So
Wolfhard.
let's... We have 2 units that we can put in. We've got 4 long gunners, we've got some spearmen, pistoliers. Let's grab 2 units of Outriders with grenade launchers, and that should do you just
Protector of the
fine.
weak. I go where I'm needed. I will
Let's
do
swing you back
anything
into the
for
bay,
Sigmar.
actually. And hopefully... Yeah, Serena's going after that dude,
Your
so
word
we're
is my
fine
command.
there. Full plate armor helps. We're going to be having a lot of unassigned skill points, so let's just go through the whole list. He's got everything for his army now, or for his personal stats.
The
His
nation
Pyromancer, though. I think we were done on him, so he's leveling out. Last point Indomitable.
To the provinces.
Eduardo can get cornered rats.
What does the Emperor
Our
bid?
warrior priest can grab inviolable. Let's just go down here. There's static lore. Fleet-footed would help because he is in a steam tank. So, yeah, getting him moving fast would be great. Blade shield, we got everything down to devastating charge for his captain. Theodore Bruckner, I think, is capped out on all this. Yes, he is. So we can just do the spread control and the blue options now. Ulrika Magdeva. Lesser Hunger. Yeah, we can get Blood Forged. She gets the Hunger. So now, anytime she's in close combat, she can basically start getting hit points back. And if we make her hard enough to kill, that's great. And we're down to Jorek Grim.
What can I do? Go it then!
And then buildings. We were going to look at Altdorf, and we were going to look at its surrounding countryside. And we have enough to level up 2 of them right now. And then in the next little bit, we'll get it up to the 3rd one. We still have 2 grand. I kind of want to get some more knights on the field and make a knight-focused army, so we'll do that at Altdorf. Everything is looking pretty good so far. We'll let the other nations go and see how it works. No lord there, so we'll take the defeat. Is he going to take it, or is he going to sack it? He took it. So we have an army coming in to help deal with him, and he's got another little army popped up there. If France has to come down and deal with him, France has to come down and deal with him, but that's fine. We'll put France into camp stance and then get him coming this way, our lord coming up from the south. And of course, no enemy lord. The dwarves took it, which is not great. Kind of wanting that for ourselves, but whatever. Kind of want to break our rules for this. Don't like fighting defensive battles coming out like that. We lost a lot. Alright, so everything for these 2 is destroyed.
Raise Sigma.
First thing that we're doing up here is getting the Temple of Sigmar to get rid of the corruption and start with the Rune Algum Stones. Some cavalry, we'll need an artillery base, and infantry.
I am no man's pawn.
And the Alawites can get leveled up, and this area is now becoming a base of operations to strike out to the northwest, and to strike out against all of the forces of the World Walkers. So send labs there. Adamar Leeskin, we're actually going to pull you back all the way to Altdorf. Altdorf is here.
Moving out.
You can go up the river there. Boris Todbringer. This is where we're starting to get into a little bit of a sticky situation. We need to come over and start dealing with the Plague Lord, who is advancing. Which is not good. Do we have Elemental Winds has some cavalry and everything. When do we get Balthazar Gelt back? 2 turns. Because I wanted it to be him to come back. So we will upgrade so he can have Demigryph Knights when we get to those. And we have a fortress here. So what we're going to do is... Boris, we're going to kind of ignore you a little bit. But the Temple of Vorag is giving us a place that we can strike out. We don't want to go to war with the Grimgor's Ardboy's army yet.
Yes, my lord.
But we're going to be going across his lines to deal with the Chaos forces of Nurgle.
Serve the Empire. Grand inventor.
And we'll send you out to there. We don't care if we lose the Burning Monolith or anything like that.
Upon death.
We want to find and eliminate the last Chaos Dwarf strongholds that are up there. Now, Franz, we're going to put you into a camp stance. Put you on that side.
I will marshal the men. This will bolster the nation.
No enemy lord here. So we will take it. Traded settlements with the forces of the Demon Prince. And we'll deal with him as we can.
To the provinces.
Now, where's the limits of his range?
I am a god, not a slave.
Praise Sigmar.
Put you there, Jackson. Volkmar the Grim, you can finally
Sigmar has heard my
come out of this
prayers.
stance. Oh, we don't have the money for it.
I see Sigmar's hand.
Next turn, you'll take Carrick Exal. Asgal, that's what we're looking for. And then you'll start working back towards the orcs and goblins over here. Because I think that guts them down to just a few territories.
The bad mood is in this.
4 total, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If he comes through, and we push through all this, we can deal with the Nurglites and all that. Kinda worried about the Exiles of Khorne, though. A little bit nasty. PC, we're gonna let you sit for a turn to gain back all of the troops that you lost while you were fighting off all of the forces of chaos. Get everybody
By the
leveled up,
comet.
though. Your infantry should be great.
Yes?
Just get him Deadly Onslaught right now so I don't have to think about it. I like not being able to think about certain aspects when we're doing this. Let's just get everybody leveled up best we can. Dominable. Dominable. No other levels to do right now. Skip you.
Master engineer
Jorah
at
Grim
your
has a
service.
boost. So we'll let the other nations go, and that's probably going to do it for this week. See how it plays out.
I have no reason to welcome you.
A peace treaty for 300 gold after you did so much damage to so many people. No, Astaroth, you're going to get dealt with. Whatever scraps and scavenges of your society can maybe find purchase back with the regular dwarves, but I doubt it sincerely because they don't like you. Down to 59 other nations. Oh, and Throg bypassed us. That's brilliant. The war in the north is just going to keep going and going. But that's going to do it for this week, guys. If you liked the video, please consider hitting the like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, join me in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And please do drop a comment down below so I know who's up for getting involved with some of the wet work that we do in these Let's Plays. But remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.